Hi, my name is Elisheva. I'm a professional belly dancer, and my performance spans dancing at festivals, dancing at local haflas with my students, gigging, and so it just runs the gamut of where you could perform as a professional belly dancer. So this is a working belly dancer's closet, and I thought it would be fun today. My channel is really just all dance videos, but I thought it'd be fun to show you inside my belly dancer's closet. So welcome, and why don't you join me?
All right, so entering my costume closet, this is where the magic happens, at least when it comes to the aesthetics of the dance. So, old house, we got kind of not exactly a fixer-upper, but there were some issues, and we got this amazing old house, and it happened to, on the third floor, have a big empty room and also a cedar closet. So I'm a little lucky at this time to have a walk-in cedar closet that I can use for my costumes. However, I'm going to share some ideas and some ways I sort things and organize things that could apply to anyone in any space. So as soon as you walk in, here's to the right after stepping in, I have a couple hooks. So the things I keep handy here are a couple of caftans and nude undies for costumes. So they're always like right there because those are critical. The caftan cover up. Then moving past my every performance essentials, I have the rack that you find in just about any closet, a rack that you can hang things on. So with belly dance costumes, the bras and belts, not so great to hang them and difficult. So I have all my skirts hanging, and I do have a hanger with a couple veils draped. I do have a couple drapey costume pieces, a top, but for the most part, this is all skirts. And this may look over the top. Indulgent, yes, it is a little ridiculous, but I do perform every single weekend, and I have a couple recurring venues, so I'm there every week at one of them, and they see me all the time. So I do have to change it up. And some I've gotten on a budget, these little Amazon skirts. They're so fun and easy to mix and match. These just A-line skirts, some have slits, some don't. And so they could be paired with hair and pants, say, or just worn alone, or briefs that match. And they're very handy. But then it's nice to support the artisans and the different facets of this industry. So I have the one-of-a-kind pieces that were sewn by hand with love, and those are just great to have too. Some of them are more like, something I'll lend out to students, so not everything here is like a costume piece, and some are layered, like I sewed this little one, just kind of a drape piece for over a skirt, basically a panel in the front and back. So those are all hanging here, and it keeps them wrinkle free. And this is an easy way to spot costume ideas, actually, is just seeing the skirt, because often you can build around the skirt. Okay, I may have a gold bra belt or silver one or what have you, and you see the skirt and you can kind of get a visual idea and build around that. And then up above, got a little picture from my first photo shoot. Nice to have something framed that's special to you of your space, a little memento from the first year YMCA was open that I worked at, and a couple veils folded up here. So then moving right along are the shelving units here. So primary is, of course, the costuming, so the bra belt. So I store them in these bags, and it is part of that reduce, reuse, recycle trifecta, right? Is reusing these great little shopping bags, and some are cloth tote bags, so it's a mix, but they work well for costuming because you just kind of lay them flat right inside. It keeps them in good shape, and they're breathable. I've seen people stack up, you can use plastic cases, and they're stacked up kind of Tupperware style, which works well. But they, of course, don't breathe in those. So this is a great way. So if this works for you, I find it quite handy to just keep my bra belts in here. And again, it's easy to kind of peek inside, take a glimpse. And because the bags are all different, I do kind of remember what's in what. So I can even just look at the bag and the costume that's in there will come to mind. And you may store kitty cats in your bags too. Sometimes that's a thing. So, and at this point, yes, if I'm getting a new costume, I gotta sell something that I have. So, warning, if you're a newer dancer, it accumulates so quickly. Be warned. Go easy. And give thought to those purchases. So then up here, I do have a couple pieces that aren't ideal for either hanging or bags. They're garments, so I fold them up here. So these are harem pants that are great for layering under skirts, sometimes worn alone, especially if you're doing floor work or sword pieces. Some tops or mix match sets, a couple vests. So those I just kind of have folded there. And here I have laid out all kind of the jewelry and accessories through this shelf. Okay, so go through. These are little, actually, croissant packages, individual wrap croissants. So I kept them and they work well for just storing the things that I want to see openly. So like hair accessories here, bracelets in this guy, kind of headbands and neckbands in this guy. Bra came in this little box, but I keep like necklaces in here so I can easily see them, grab them. I've got some belts laid out here. Not so much hip belts, more like that you wear around the waist. One is a hip belt. And then this one I keep dance shoes in, right? So dance slippers, they're kind of bulky, so it doesn't quite all fit. But that's kind of that. Then I've got this box here that I reuse for some things. Actually, I don't have a lot in here right now. Those are bindies. This box is empty. Got this rhinestone set for a theatrical piece I kind of did. Yeah, another thing with my costuming is I do both gigging, but then I also do stage performances at festivals and artistic pieces. So costuming also is a mix of those two different things. Costumes I've really planned based on a specific piece and choreography, and ones that are, you know, that I can throw together in all kinds of different ways for performing. So here I have kind of like arm accessories, gauntlet. And then next to that, oh, and this is, oh my gosh, this is a cute shoebox, Betsy Johnson. It was so cute. I knew I had to reuse it for something. I couldn't just throw that in the recycling. So, you know, fun things you get, you can reuse. And here's a little jewelry box. I did kind of use stickers to put my name on it, personalize it. It was earlier in my dance journey and I was so excited. So yeah, just some more bracelets, more accessories, key for suitcase, you know, different little doodads like that. So yeah, that is the shelf. Then right above that accessories shelf, and I can just see the edge of it when I walk in, but I've got my props up here. So these are canes, fan veils. I let them drape down. These are wings in here, regular wings, LED wings. Tray I used to use, and now I have a candle tray all set up in one. It's just easier. And another cane, a fancy sparkly one, my sword, which is like my favorite prop. A shamadan, and that little hat is more like for parties. So those are the shelving units, and that's how I have that set up. And then lastly is this little wall here. So I've got my suitcase in the corner for when I travel to festivals, and when I'm going to just gigs or to teach, I just use my tote bag. Like I mean, especially for like a glamazon belly dancer, I'm actually pretty low maintenance. So yeah, that's just for festivals really, where I'm traveling. And I've got this little bucket for like the things that, sorry about the shadow there, the things that don't really fit other places. So like I've got this little wrap that I wrap around my sword when I go places, little briefs, new different colors to match skirts, little bra inserts if I need those, some little wraps, shawls, you know, so just kind of a catch-all for some of that stuff. There, and then lastly I've got some hooks here. So it's really more of the same. This is actually a skirt for layering that needed a place to hang a top that I may use for something. I got that free from a theater department that was getting rid of stuff. You know, hip scarf, some bags, some tote bags. Again, these little, I love these little sleeves that go across the back. They cover the arms nicely. If you want to cover the arms, they can tie in with a skirt. They just add a little balance to a costume if you don't want to look as bare on top. So yeah, I basically have scarves and those things hanging here. And that really is it. That is the costume closet. You know, all kinds of things you can do. I've got cedar in here, but you can add cedar essential oils or other essential oils into the space. You can do things to make sure it stays dry and clean. And that is the gist of it though. The hanging skirts, the costumes and the bags, and then using little cases for accessories. So I hope you enjoyed this costume tour. It's so fun to kind of just walk in and get a little visual inspiration of how to put a costume together. I personally love mixing and matching. I'll have a costume that looks like it was all one set together. I'll show you one here in the video, but it's all separate pieces, and it's just really fun to play around and be creative. So I hope you all enjoyed this and enjoy your own dance journey and putting together your own little closet. And take care, shimmies and love, and happy dancing.
Yes, so thank you so much for taking this tour of my closet, and happy dancing.